couple of weeks?
It's a brand new truck. They just converted over to this style and built a new truck, and it's a father and son team. Mother goes along. Mrs. Roy Everett travels all over the country with it. This young gentleman, 20 years of age and in his 3rd year of college, does an outstanding job. There's his father giving him a little bit of last-minute advice as Tony gets ready to leave with the sled. They're talking about which side of the track they're going to run. This young man is a very tough competitor. He's one of the premier pullers in America, and he is double tough. But he should be.
He looks so young.
20 years of age. He runs a 621 cubic inch motor. This is the biggest engine, cubic inch-wise, in competition here tonight.
Wow.
Rolls the slack out of the chain, no jerk starts. You've got to leave with a tight or taut chain. Right now, he's got the green flag. What? The dough runner. He needs to really lay down a good pull.
Tony Everett. Looks like the best so far, Mike.
Tony did a great job. They had the truck geared right. Everything hooked on the truck. This is a very consistent crew. Roy has been a top runner all over the nation for many, many years, and his son is just as good a driver. They wrench the truck consistently. That's an outstanding job. That's going to be a tough one to beat tonight.
I like the family atmosphere, too. You see a lot of that here. A lot of families come. Mom, dad, sister, brother. It's really a family sport anymore, isn't it?
Very family-orientated from the word go. These people travel in groups, and a beautiful job. All right, here's Tony as he leaves with the sled, and he rolls the sled just a little bit, maybe 5 or 6 feet. He can't roll it a long ways on a short course. Then he's into the big 600-inch motor hard. He's getting a good pull. You see the tires are hooking up well. He pulls it to a stop right there. The weight box stops him. That's his dad right there to the right of the screen. And a beautiful run for the dough runner out of Georgia.
So the dough runner moves into first place, 118 feet and 4 inches. Tony Everett at the wheel tonight, and right now he is the man to beat.
They're the biggest, most powerful monster trucks in the world, unleashing their awesome power in the hottest new home video, Return of the Monster Trucks. It's raw action on the first monster truck obstacle course ever, with Bigfoot, USA 1, Monster Vet, Rolling Thunder, and more. Plus exciting side-by-side car-crushing drag racing, unbelievable truck crunching. See Awesome Kong crush a mobile home. If you like the original Battle of the Monster Trucks, you'll love Return of the Monster Trucks. You won't believe your eyes as these monsters of the Midway take to the water, and much, much more. You've got to experience the ultimate crushing power and thundering action in this all-new video. Return of the Monster Trucks. It's not available in stores, so order yours today. It's dynamite. Call now, 1-800-648-5600 to get your copy of Return of the Monster Trucks for just $19.95 plus shipping and handling. Order now and get a monster toy truck at no extra cost. This awesome video is available only through this special offer. So call now, 1-800-648-5600. Save COD charges by using your Visa or MasterCard. Call now.
Measuring is done for this. How does it work?
Well, actually, the measuring is very simple. Why don't I just show you the way it works?
All right, let's see.
When the weight transfer machine brings the vehicle to a stop on the track, a very simple process takes place, but it's a very valuable process. A stake is driven at the centermost portion of the sled, and then the sled is backed into the position on the starting line. At that time, a crew of 5 moves in for the measurement. Now, they're measured to the nearest 1/4 of an inch with the United States Hot Rod Association. And this is a very, very intricate part of the program. The tape is tied across the track, the measurement takes place, and then the measurement is passed to the official that records it. It's a very simple process, but it's something that's very, very important and makes the difference between several $100s in competition like this.
And we are in the Albany Civic Center in Albany, Georgia. And next up in the 4-wheel drive out of Valdosta, Georgia, USA, is James Grainer. Nothing fancy, just a 67 Ford, 605 cubic inch engine. And this one, I would think, Mike, would not be unlike the 621 we just saw. A lot of power under that hood.
Nothing fancy on the outside, but when you've got 605 cubic inches of Ford motor pounding the ground, you've got something fancy on the inside. And this little old truck really hooks good. Of course, the mark to beat on a short track is 118 feet and 4 inches. 118 and 4. Let's see if James can do it. Watching the temperature, building the heat up a little bit, cleans the motor out, getting ready to drop the hammer on it. lower the throttle. The big CPEX ready to turn the tires. Let's see if he can make it all the way out the end. A good running truck. Nothing fancy.
Might be good enough for second place. I don't think he beat 118, but we'll see.
He's shooting at the dough runner. He's going to end up a little bit short, but a very fine pass. Might have been geared just a little bit off base. Might have liked to have a little more tire speed to get it down and out for a full pull, but a good run for one called Nothing Fancy.
James Greiner out of Valdosta. You know, you often say, Mike, that the first 75 feet are so critical. How did he play the first 75 feet here?
Well, in this particular arena with a short track, it's really, you have a lot less to work with. And he takes the option to just drop the hammer on it, bring the tires up as quick as possible. Didn't roll with it, left hard, got the tire speed up, and in this kind of track, you can do it. He's got good traction, it's a good track, and it's staying together very, very well.
So the difference from an outdoor track to this track is you got to make your move a little bit earlier than you would on an outdoor track.
Most definitely. An indoor track, a short 120-foot track like we're running on tonight, you've got to do it all, and you've got to do most of it right off the starting line.
Gotcha. And for James Greiner out of Valdosta, nothing fancy, but not too bad. 108 feet 6 inches and good enough for second place. And as the Ford Budweiser U.S. Hot Rod Association Truck Pull Winter Nationals continue, here out of Miramar, Florida, is Larry Harrison and the Pumpkin. Larry started out driving the streets, been doing it for about 11 years, and he and his lovely wife, Yolanda, here tonight in Albany, Georgia.
Well, this is a tough-running Dodge truck. It's short wheelbase. Here again, a lot of guys don't like the short wheelbase, but the Pumpkin truck works very, very well on an indoor track like this. 511 cubic inches of wedge Dodge. Now, most of the motors we've seen tonight have been fuel-injected engines. This one's a carbureted motor. The big carburetor setting underneath the air scoop you see there on the screen. The carburetor, a lot of people say, will flow more air than the fuel injection, and that's so important when you get into motorsports. It's not only the amount of fuel you put into the engine, but the amount of air in it. That's two combinations that it takes to make a machine run. You've got to have fuel, you've got to have air, and you've got to have spark. And there's a good look at Larry Harrison. Larry's going to bring the Pumpkin to life. He needs to go 118 feet 5 inches to take the lead. This man could very well do it. Checks the left front tire and goes with the Pumpkin. Good hook. He's down deep. It's going to be real close.
It's going to be close. Like Cinderella, the Pumpkin has come to life here in Albany, and he may have the lead depending on where they mark it.
I think he's going to be on the short side of going to the lead, but a very fine hook for the Pumpkin truck. Excellent job of pulling. This young gentleman is really making a mark in competition tonight.
Wants to make sure we say hey to all his friends down in South Fort Lauderdale, which is where Larry's from. And for Larry Harrison in the Pumpkin, his first pull, 107 and 3 inches, which right now would qualify him for third place, right?
Good shot at third, 107.3. Right now,
they just fit little foam things right in your ear, and you probably can't hear anything I'm saying, can you? You got that money you owe me?